Alrighty, we got another video. Today we are doing a brisket. Gotta do a whole brisket. We're gonna smoke this brisket. It is the day before the Super Bowl, so I'm gonna overnight this brisket and show what I learned so far. I've only done the brisket one time. I've do ribs a bunch of times. I've done chicken, did a whole turkey, bratwurst. This is gonna be second brisket. Now this brisket right here, this one is about 16 pounds. It's a 16-pound brisket. 16-pound brisket. And right now I'm just gonna prepare it. Gonna season it, trim it, and then I'll try to record the process, and I'll show a time lapse and what time I put it in. Put it in at 9 o'clock. What time I wrap it, because I am gonna wrap it with butcher paper, and what time I take it out and then put it in a cooler to rest. It should be ready by 1 o'clock the earliest. We're gonna push 2 p.m. 2 p.m. tomorrow, Super Bowl Sunday, Rams versus Bengals. So should be good. I'll try to get the best angle right now as I'm trimming it, and then try to explain a little bit what I'm doing. All right. Start trimming away this layer of fat. And trim away almost all this fat. Just have a little fat. Save it so we can render it out. actually not too bad at all. Actually a pretty good piece. Salt, black pepper. Salt. I'm gonna do some salt. I'm gonna use black pepper. And I'm gonna sprinkle some Cajun seasoning on the top end, just to give it a little kick. Slap your mama. Love that one. And usually I could mix the salt and pepper. I'm gonna go light on the salt. And heavy on the pepper. And we should be good. Constant washing of the hands. Heavy on the pepper. Brand new pepper, which is great. I'm gonna go light on this one because there will be kids eating it, even though some of my family do eat spicy. Just gonna go light. The pepper creates a good thick bark. Gets a little burnt, but it does wonders. Throw some of this one on the bottom end. Okay, we're gonna leave this here. It's currently 7:41. I got some time to kill. I really wanted to throw this in there around 8. So we'll go outside, check out the smoker, set it up, turn it on, make sure it's nice and hot. Then I'll come back and get this down. Should take me about 30 minutes. Already pre-cleaned it. I already cleaned the smoker earlier. It is a Traeger. So right now we're gonna go downstairs, make sure it's nice and hot, make sure the pellets are going in steady. I have enough pellets. I'm gonna leave it overnight and then I'll show you what I'm running so far. Right here we got the Traeger, and I'm about to turn it on, see what we got, get it started. Right now it's in. Shut down. We're gonna hit it on smoke. Smoke. Leave it on smoke. Now these Traegers, see, I already cleaned it up earlier. See, on these Traegers, you gotta leave the lid open until it starts smoking. Once you get a good smoke, you close it and you set it to your temperature. Once you're up to temperature, you're ready to rock and roll. So we're just getting it ready. Alright, as you can see, we got our Traeger up to temperature. It's pretty hot now. I will turn it down once I bring the piece of meat out here, but preheating is done. Took about 20-25 minutes. I could bring it down to 225 and it'll cook all night at 225, low and slow. And then we'll check on it again at 1 o'clock in the morning and show you an update. But I'll show you right now once I slap it on, and we'll do a time lapse once I put it on to when I check it at 1 in the morning. Okay, so before we head downstairs to slap this on the grill, that's ready to go. I want to kind of explain what I'm doing here. These are the trimming. These are 3 pieces of trimmings with heavy meat on it, right? It has fat, it has meat. I'm gonna take that with us. This is gonna be for the beans, because what's a barbecue without beans? And then we got a couple pieces that are just strictly fat. We're gonna leave them in the smoker, and then at the end you're gonna see that it's gonna be all rendered down into liquid. And this is gonna be our secret. This is what's gonna make your brisket the juiciest. Because when I wrap it, I'm gonna use the liquid that we got from here, put it in the paper as we wrap it, and stick it back in the smoker for 4 more hours, and then we can pull it out in the morning. Once we pull it out in the morning, it's done, but we're gonna let it rest until it's time to eat. And it's gonna stay hot because I'm gonna leave it in a cooler, and the cooler is gonna keep it nice and hot for dinner, for late lunch for Super Bowl. And then you'll see when I start slicing it later on. But yeah, this is the secret weapon. This, you'll see. For beans, we're gonna smoke this, and then right before it's done, I'll take it out, fry it up, chop it up. It'll have that smoke flavor that we want in the beans, barbecue beans. And when we're eating the beans, we're gonna taste chunks of meat. So that's a little win-win right there. Smoke and meat in the beans. All right, let's go outside. All right, we are in here. We got the fat side out because I'm using my small grills today. We got the fat, we got the chunks of meat. We got fat side up just because I know the drippings, if it gets too hot on the bottom, it'll start dripping everywhere. So fat side up on the Traeger. And it's gonna climb again since I opened it, it dropped down, but we're gonna leave it at 225. And we'll come back and check on it. Alright, we got our paper out, and it's pretty much done. We're wrapped up here, finished, wrapped it last night. Kind of hard to hold the camera and wrap it, so let's see if I can get a good position. Put my gloves on and take, here we go. about 8:23. Right on time. Gloves on so I don't burn my hands. My hands all dirty. I just put the Traeger on a cool down cycle. I'm gonna wrap it one more time in this paper. In the cooler it is. In the cooler. So I already put the Traeger down to shut down cycle, so it'll turn off on its own. Well, we're all done here until later. I just put some more foil paper on top, and that's it. I'm gonna stay here for about 5 hours, 5-6 hours, and then time to chop it up. So those leftover pieces of meat, fry them up. Getting the beans ready right here. Make sure they're nice and crispy, and we're gonna toss them in. We're gonna give the beans a good flavor, brown sugar flavor and smoked flavor with meat inside the beans. And then brisket's there. It's already 1:30, so might take it out in a bit. Make sure it's up to temperature still, and then we should be good. All right.